full moon plotting and new moon plotting. Wow. Okay, so they are, every moon cycle, they are on it. We just had a new moon like 3 days ago. So they're still doing voodoo, okay? And they're going to do it again on the full moon. Spiritual court is now in session. Okay, so let's see. Decreased income. This is what's going on. This is the goal here. They're trying to attack somebody's income. Trying to attack somebody's money, okay? The more that they keep you down, they keep you stuck and stagnant, the more that they can siphon from you and they could come up off of your energy, all right? That's the game that these people are playing here. Yeah, look, confirmation, okay? These are people that steal in the spiritual, all right? They're energy vampires. They do destiny swaps, energy swaps, all right? And they steal from people's energy by keeping them stagnant, keeping them stuck. They probably put you in the freezer, okay? And this is to keep you frozen, okay? And then they get to siphon from your energy. So that's this thief, this stealing, okay? We have here, the hunter is now hunted. So yeah, exactly. They was hunting you down. They was targeting you for your energy. They was trying to siphon from your energy. Not even trying. I feel like they probably could have been doing this. And now it's time to pay up, okay? And now we have a detective that is involved as well. So they're being hunted in the physical by a detective, okay? In the spiritual, they are also being hunted because your spirit team is on it, all right? They are paying for what they have been siphoning from you, okay? Whatever they have been doing, it's time to pay up. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. What else? Okay. Somebody who's, they're seeking a provider. So this could be, you know, like a Jezebel spirit. Look, and I was going to say a Jezebel could be a feminine or masculine. So take it how it resonates. Whoever it is that's watching, a Jezebel could even be a masculine energy, you know, like someone who is promiscuous, someone who's attention seeking. They want to have control and they would do whatever they got to do to win at all costs. All right. It says, wow, talking about winning at all costs. Somebody even said that she was pregnant to keep somebody trapped in a situation, but they went and they got a blood test and the blood test says that she's not pregnant. She actually lied. All right. She was pretending to be pregnant to keep somebody in the relationship. And now it says here, they could be trying to get you locked up, probably because this is not working. All right. The voodoo's not working. Trying to trap somebody with a baby is not working. And trying to get now somebody locked up is the next option. Let's pull from here. Let's see. All right, Holy Spirit, tell us more about this detective. What can we get from here with this detective? Okay, and wow, and it fell right on the detective. Gaining a lot of money. All right, so they could be on the investigation for seeing. Yeah, look, it says here they're losing contracts and money at the bottom of the deck. And then it says here gaining a lot of money. So this detective is seeing how these people get money. All right. And they're also seeing now how they're losing money. They're losing contracts because, again, they cannot siphon from you anymore. So when you start to pull your energy back, you start to, you know, call, you know, your energy back to you and standing in your power and having boundaries, they don't have access to your energy. So they don't have access to this abundance either. So now they're losing contracts, they're losing money. And this detective is seeing this. All right. This detective is realizing that these people be doing something strange for a little piece of change. And now the detective is seeing how they're taking losses. All right. Let's see. Tell us more. What else? It says your aunt keeps trying to get you involved with child protective services. So this aunt been coming out all month that she just keeps on trying and trying and trying. All right. Because look, they need your life force energy. All right. This is why they're trying to get you caught up in the system, because they need to distract you. I clarified this energy probably like a month or two ago, and it came out that the reason why these people are doing this, trying to get people caught up with child protective services or just making false claims like we see here, trying to get people locked up, is because that's another way to get your energy. If they keep you all over the place, you know, running around like a chicken without your head, all right, you know, in the CPS court, you know, in the office over here, fighting for your child over there, you know, like just a bunch of shit. If they keep it like that, they're able to siphon from your energy. This is what they need. You have pure life force energy. These people don't have that, okay? So for some of y'all, your aunt is one of these people that is doing this to you, all right? And they're being watched by a detective, okay? You could be seeing 5-5, which is talking about change. Change is coming when it comes to this dusty-ass aunt who's trying to get somebody caught up. This person could wear glasses, or maybe you wear glasses. All right, let's see what else. Okay. So look where it fell at. They're powerless, okay? That's why they need your energy. That's why they're doing these rituals every moon cycle. All right, because they need your energy to have power. Okay, we have here somebody's adopted sibling is significant. And this year, 1935 through 2031 is significant, okay? That could be somebody's year of birth, or something significant happened in one of these years. All right, pigs could be significant as well. Let's see. Tell us more, Holy Spirit, about this. She's not prego. She lied. What can we get from that? She's not prego. She lied. She's not prego. She lied. Okay, so your ancestors is protecting you. Yeah, look, we have here energy vampire. Okay, this is somebody who is, again, seeking a provider. They need your energy and they need your money. So your ancestors, for some of y'all, you have ancient Egyptian ancestors. All right, the ones that always keep coming out is Greco-Roman ancestors, and then the ancient Egyptian ancestors. All right, so take it how it resonates for you. But your ancestors are protecting you. They're trying to keep this energy vampire away from you because this is all they need. Yeah, look, they're powerless. Again, this is somebody that they need your energy to be able to manifest, okay? Or your energy, or anyone's energy that has pure life force energy, okay? Basically a chosen one, a divine being, us, okay? This is the game that they want us to be playing with these people. And we're not playing these games. We're going to keep on healing and cleansing our energy. And these karmics, yeah, look, are slowly going to lose their power, okay? Like we see here, they do voodoo to maintain their life. Now they're powerless. So slowly but surely, wait, my light. Oh, look, confirmation. That could be confirmation. Your light, okay? Because the light just turned off. My light, okay? They want your light, okay? They need your light, and they don't have it. That's why they are powerless, okay? Lights out for these karmics. That's what I'm getting, all right? They do voodoo to maintain their life, so they're going to start getting sick. You're going to start noticing that they could start looking sick, all right? Things are just going to start to, again, just go to shit, okay? They're going to lose contracts, lose connections, lose money, lose a lot of things, all right? And look, wow. It says they're going to prison for having relations with a minor. We picked up on this yesterday, and it was a masculine energy, a karmic masculine that is an older man, and he was dealing, taking advantage, we're going to say that, of a younger boy. The younger boy, it came out that he had a job, because the Eight of Pentacles is like a job, and that's where he was going to confide in someone that he felt like he could trust at his old job. So that's telling me that this is someone above 15, because I know when I first started working, I had to be 15 to be able to work. So I feel like the kid is 15 and up, but he's under 8, so he's under 18. So he could be 15, 16, or 17, that kid, all right? And they're going to tell someone, and shit is going to hit the fan, and they're going to go to prison. So this keeps coming out. This is confirmation. All right. This is somebody's karmic masculine. Okay. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. A prison pen pal is involved. Somebody has a prison pen pal. Somebody has a heavy accent. And someone's in denial, okay? So someone's in denial, someone has a prison pen pal, and somebody has a heavy accent. Let me get more cards. Okay, Holy Spirit. What can we get for in denial? What are they in denial about? Let's get the energy of this in denial. Monday, something's happening on Monday, or something happens on Monday and they're in denial. What is today? Today's Monday. They're in denial right now, y'all. Today's Monday. Pull out the Kipper deck for a message. Okay, Spirit is like, pull the Kipper out. Let's see. What are they in denial about? All right, Holy Spirit. What are they in denial about today on Monday? What are they in denial about? This is the Kipper deck, y'all. Let's see. Pathway, journey. Look at that. Somebody was on a journey, a main male. Somebody could have moved out. Look, somebody, like, they chose another path. Okay, they got their luggages, you know, they got on a train, or they got on a airplane, or in their car. This main male. All right, then right now 11/11. When I said that, you could be seeing 11/11. So 1-3-5 January could be significant, Capricorn or Aquarius. 35 is 8, a Leo or a Virgo. And 10 is October, a Libra or a Scorpio could be significant. Okay. You could be seeing 181, okay? 1818, that's a number that talks about endings, you know? It's talking about a completion of a cycle. So you could be seeing 818 or 1818, all right? And that's confirming this too, you know, a transformation. This masculine, this male here that's going on this journey, they're going to transform. You see that? The light. They need their light. So this karmic is in denial because this masculine is walking away. They are moving out, moving on, and they are transforming. The butterflies symbolize transformation. So yeah, you know, this masculine is changing. So this karmic is in denial. All right. So today is when they are realizing this. All right. He doesn't want to be part of a community anymore. All right. They could have children, and, you know, maybe the grandmother, the grandfather's involved in this or something like that. And they just don't want to be part of this anymore. Give me one more for in denial. Okay, they don't want to be part of this situation with this karmic. And I guess today is when they're making it official. And the karmic is like in denial. They don't want to believe it. They don't want to let go. They don't want to accept it. Okay, yeah, adjudication. All right. There could have been a court situation going on. And maybe it was a divorce. Or maybe somebody, I did do a message earlier about somebody finding out the results of a child's DNA, a paternity. They did a paternity test. Maybe somebody was trying to get somebody, you see these two people here on child support, and the judge was like, listen, you are not the father, okay? So whatever it is here, like somebody just made it official, you know, they're just like, listen, this is not it. You know, like I'm not doing this. And the karmic doesn't want to understand that. All right, so that happened today. Somebody could have had court today. All right, and I'm saying today because today's Monday and we got Monday here. All right, so for some of y'all, it could be happening next Monday that there's a court date, and that's going to finalize everything, and the karmic just doesn't want to understand. All right, we even have here that was pretending to be pregnant, or again, pretending that the child was theirs and trying to do the most, and it just ain't happening. All right, let's see what else, Holy Spirit. What else? Okay, they're paying people to make false CPS reports. Look at this shit. All right, so this is, again, this could be this. If it's not your aunt, there's a karmic here who's trying to get you caught up with CPS. This is Child Protective Services. They don't want you, again, to focus on your journey. They really need you to get out of balance. They need you to be stressed out. They need you to be under pressure. They need you to be, you know, feeling destroyed, okay? And I just saw that at 1414, so 5-5. Again, that's, again, confirming that this is the card because we got 5-5 here. All right, this could be this aunt of yours. It could be a mother figure or just a female energy, a karmic, okay? It's a group reading, so, you know, apply it how it resonates for you. And if it don't resonate, that's fine. There's other readings. Go check it out, okay? Let's see what else. They falsify documents, okay? So these people falsify some type of documents. Whatever's done is going to come to light. Spirit is saying right here is going to come to light. Look, and we got this new evidence. Whatever's being done in the dark is going to come to light regarding these falsified documents. All right, this could be, you know, if they left you something on a will, they falsified this will, they took you out. They made another will with them on it, you know, to justify them taking this money. Look, we got here, they put money on your head, okay? They could have gotten a life insurance policy out on you. That could be the falsified documents. They went and they got a fake death certificate and said that you passed away, and they got that. It says here, they didn't expect you to fight back, all right? These people didn't expect you to fight back spiritually or physically, you know? You standing in your power, like I said, calling your energy back to you, getting away from people that don't serve you, energies that don't serve you, energy vampires, people that are just trying to use you, you know, trusting your intuition and getting away from these energies. This is you fighting back. This could be you going to court. This is you also fighting back. They thought that you was a sitting duck, all right? I don't know. I always hear that, like Spirit be saying that in my head, sitting ducks get plucked, okay? Like you wasn't going to get plucked, all right? They thought you was an easy target, and that's not happening here. All right, we have here a background check at work. So somebody got a background check at work. This could be them. That could be confirmation. Let's confirm that with the tarot. I feel like they could be maybe getting fired. Maybe they found out something about this background check. What was the result, Holy Spirit, of this background check at work? Wow. Wow, you cannot make this up. The Three of Pentacles is the work card. Eight of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles. Look, see? Teamwork, working together. See that? Somebody could work in construction, because I'm seeing this like a construction site type of thing, okay? Construction or anything like that has to do with, you know, hands-on things or something like that. But I'm definitely getting construction by this image here. So with this like this is working together. This is working. In the reverse, this is no more work. This is getting fired. Them not wanting to work with this person any longer, not wanting to collaborate. Teamwork doesn't always make the dream work. Wow, we got the Ace of Cups here in the reverse. All right, so it's like, you know, in the upright, this is something happy. This is like, you know, pouring into your cup. They're not pouring into this person anymore, meaning they're not going to pay this person no more. They fired their ass. All right, because they got a background check at work. Wow. Okay, so there could have been, maybe this person has, you know, a bad record and they wasn't aware. And now these people are finding out and they don't want nothing to do with this shit. They got that person out of there. All right, that's part of their karma. Again, they're losing everything because they got all of this with voodoo. So it's like now the tables are turning. The wheel is turning. Everything that they stole from you, spiritually, energetically, physically, is coming back. And they're going back into the energy that they belong in, which is poverty. All right, this could be what's going to happen. They're going to be living out of their car, or maybe this is the collective. Just know that if you are living out of your car, this is not going to last forever. Like I said, the tables are turning. All right, everything is going to go in your favor. You just got to thug it out real quick. You know, stay positive, stay optimistic. God is still protecting you. All right, it could be worse. All right, so just hold on a little bit longer. This is not going to last forever. Okay, you are being divinely guided. Okay, absolutely. Now we have here cursed item or gift. So this energy vampire, that could be another way that they're going to try to get your energy. So be aware. All right. You don't need no gifts or nothing like that. You are protected. All right. Get rid of it. If you don't want to be confrontational and you want to accept it, just get rid of it after. Again, you are protected. Teamwork doesn't always make the dream work. That's exactly what I was saying with that Three of Pentacles. So that's confirmation that somebody definitely got fired. Okay. They definitely got fired, or they're about to. It says that they broke too many spiritual laws. Yes, confirmation. This is somebody that, again, they was doing too much voodoo, stealing from people. As we can see here, full moon, new moon, you know, they was on it. They was doing too much. They broke too many spiritual laws. Just like there's physical laws, we have spiritual laws. And if you break them, you're going to have to pay. Look, talking about laws, physical laws, somebody going to get caught up for this. A pium. All right, so somebody going to prison for that. Tell me more. Somebody was doing domination spells, trying to control somebody. This could be this karmic again that, you know, they were just doing too much. And then we have, yeah, confirmation. They're trying to use SEX to manipulate you or them. All right. So, yeah, this karmic right here, the one that was saying that she was pregnant, the one that was pretending that a child was yours, taking how it resonates. This is what's going on here. They know how to manipulate someone through SEX. They know that maybe that's your weakness. So, king, queen, come on. You got to have self-control. Do not let them come back into your energy like this, okay? They know that this is your weakness, so you got to have self-control. Like I tell you all the time, team celibate, okay? And then this, you know, they was doing domination spells. Keep on cleansing your energy, all right? And just stay away from these karmics. That's it. That's all you got to do. You don't got to do nothing else. Remember, y'all don't got to retaliate. Y'all don't got to do none of that. Spirit team handles everything, okay? Spirit team. Who's spirit team? Your ancestors. The Most High God. The angels. All right. Let's see. The archangels. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got a whole team that's protecting you. So you don't have to dirty your hands. They wanted you locked up and homeless. We picked up on that too right now, that they wanted to get somebody locked up. They was making false claims. They tried to steal your first son's contract. For some of y'all, you have a son and they try to do a destiny swap or just steal the energy of this child. All right, that's not happening. You are protected and so is your child. And yeah, getting readings done. That's how they know about this. That's how they know that your son has a divine contract. You know, like this child is going to be doing big things. This child could be a chosen one. And they wanted to steal this child's contract. All right. We are the children too. Like that's what they're trying to do with us. They look at our, they look into our Akashic records. They do a reading, whatever. They look into our birth chart. They see what's our future looking like. And they want it. And they do everything that they can to try to take it. All right. Yeah, low vibing. But since they're low vibrational, you know, they got to do this voodoo and all this shit. You know, that's why they want our contract, because they're low vibrational. They got a low vibrational contract. Like I said, they're going back into poverty where they belong. Poverty and struggle where they belong in this lifetime, because they was living off of your energy. It says unsuccessful destiny swap. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? That's what they was doing. But it's not happening no more. It's over. It says receiving communication from a court official. Okay, somebody is receiving communication from a court official, or they already did. Tell me more. This could be, again, you know, this person over here going to prison. Wow, we have here, he wants to propose to divine feminine. This is, again, this karmic trying to block a divine masculine from getting with a divine feminine. All right, the voodoo's not working anymore. Wow, you cannot make this up. The voodoo's not working anymore, and they're calling off the engagement, okay? So whoever is in this, you know, twin flame union, whatever you want to call it, you know, the divine counterpart, your soulmate, y'all gonna get back into union. This karmic is not stopping that. It says they're binded to an entity that will keep them in poverty. Yo, I just said that. You see that? So now they got an entity that they was trying to send to you. That was a destiny swap. They was trying to bind you to this entity of poverty, of struggle, and then they live lavishly off of your energy. Like, nah, that's not happening no more. It was only happening to build your spiritual strength, and because God was using you as the bait. All right, that's the purpose here. God be using us as bait. They see our energy, they want to steal it. God be like, okay, give them a lick, let them get a lick or two of how it's like to live in divine energy, because again, these are low vibrational people, so they get addicted. They keep doing it, and then God is just giving them the ropes to keep on hanging themselves until they ultimately hang themselves. And that's what's happening here. Like I said, it's not gonna last forever. All right, we have things to do. We have a beautiful life to be living that we got to get to. We don't got time for these karmics. We're not gonna be doing this shit forever. Okay, so now we're here at this point that now they have an entity binded to them that they were trying to bind to you. That usually doesn't happen, but now it's happening because it's over. Okay, so they're gonna be in poverty. All eyes on you. Okay, they're watching you on social media, watching you through your readings, trying to see if the voodoo's working, whatever, trying to understand why this shit ain't working, this destiny swap. All right, the letter H, somebody's first name, middle name, last name has an H in it. All right, this could be your brother-in-law for some of y'all. This is your brother-in-law, your karmic baby mama, or your karmic ex-girlfriend. It doesn't have to be someone you're with, okay, or your ex-wife, or again, somebody who's calling off the engagement. All right, so it could be that the karmic's brother, maybe their name starts with an H, and they are doing some type of spells here, and it's not working. All right, they're not understanding. You know, with all eyes on you, they're looking into your energy. Maybe, I don't know if they're into voodoo. Let me put that over here. If they're into voodoo, but something about somebody's brother-in-law that has their eyes on you. You know, they're watching to see if something is working and it's not working. All right, you can have an old soul. Maybe people tell you that all the time. Okay, they tell me that all the time, and it's true, because we've been here many lifetimes. Okay, we're here, like I said, for a mission. We're here to take these karmics out, to get them out of the game, and to follow our higher calling. All right, to heal, to inspire, to teach, etc., etc. Okay, so this is you with the old soul, and you could be an author. That's another thing that you're here to do. I know that I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna write a book about all of this shit that I've been through. Because listen, like I said, I'm part of the collective, and a lot of this shit that be coming out here, I be going through that shit too. All right, and y'all gonna get a Tubi movie or a book out of that, because you could not make this shit up. Okay, and if you are thinking about doing this in the collective, do it. Okay, everybody has their own view of this situation, their own perspective that is going to be interesting. So go ahead, get someone that could help you write this book, or if you are an author, start getting to it. All right, document everything from your perspective, your unique perspective, and tell your story. All right, that's for somebody who is an author. Okay, or somebody who just wants to tell their story. Because I'm not an author, but I'm gonna be. I'm gonna be when we're done with this shit. All right, let's see. Tell me more, Spirit. Somebody has a rose tattoo on their hand. All right, the karmic was trying to keep you in a low vibration or keep your divine counterpart, your soulmate. Y'all, I'm hearing a beep in my ear. So the left ear is like spell work. It's like low. Okay, the right ear, when I hear it beeping and it goes high up, it's like raising the vibration or something about a spiritual upgrade or something. So that's giving me confirmation. Okay, with this card, this person. This could be you who's watching. You raise your vibration. They were trying to keep you in a lower vibration. You raised your vibration. You could be hearing the beep in your ear. Okay, I feel like that's definitely connecting to that, because that ear that I heard it on is like leveling up. Okay, you're leveling up. The karmic that has no integrity, no morals, they cannot hold you back no more. All right, a Gemini is significant, or something happened between May 21st and June 21st. Okay, let's see what else. Look, team celibate, you see? You got to be team celibate, y'all. I'm telling you, that's right now is crucial. That's going to help you to raise your vibration. Okay, let's see. Unless you're already with your divine counterpart. But right now, my collective, I haven't been picking up on that yet. You know, like I keep on picking up that y'all are, you know, is going to get into union. Everybody's going to get into union with their soulmate soon. It hasn't happened yet. So some of y'all right now, you could be dealing with a karmic. You don't even know. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? All right, so look, somebody's having problems with the mob or with the mafia. All right, this could be one of these people that's connected to all of this right here. And it says they forged your signature. Wow. So again, falsified documents, forged your signature. Now they got problems with the mob, with the mafia. All right, or some type of secret society. This could be, again, somebody's spouse or ex-spouse. And we have AI images or videos. So with this card, somebody could be trying to do some type of AI image or videos of you. So just be aware of that for whatever reason. All right, we have here a stillborn. So unfortunately, somebody that is pregnant at this time, they could be pregnant right now, they're going to have a stillborn. But this is a karmic energy, all right? If you went through that and you are in the collective, you know, I'm sorry that you experienced that, okay? But this is karma for one of the karmics, all right? There's a karmic right now who is pregnant and they are doing voodoo, and they should not be doing voodoo at all. And they're doing it while pregnant. So they're going to have a stillborn birth. If you don't know what that is, look it up, y'all. It's really sad, but yeah. This person could be in another country right now. They're on the run from the law. Okay, right here says another country. So they could be overseas or something like that. Maybe they know that they got problems here. They come here. Something they got to do with the law. All right. Or they're just on the run, running from their karma or some shit. And it's like, bitch, the karma's going to catch you wherever you at. Wherever you go, no matter how far you go, karma is going to get you. All right. Somebody lives in a trailer home. Tell me more. Or something could be significant about a trailer home. Let's see. Okay. Works in the nightlife, the bar. It says here the pub, the club, or the concerts. Okay. So this could be, again, this person that they could be trying to run from something. It's like, you cannot run. Okay. This person, they work in the nightlife. Okay. They could own a bar or a pub, a club, or they, you know, they could work in these things, in concerts, in a bar, or, you know, take it how it resonates. Okay. But they work in the nightlife. It says here your social media posts trigger them. Okay. They don't like what you're posting because you could be speaking the truth. You could be doing what I'm doing. All right. And God is just putting the truth out there because it needs to be put out there. You are just the messenger. But these people have a problem with that. You trigger them. So they're big mad and you don't care. Okay. Because I don't give a fuck. All right. Tell me more, Spirit. This person is going bald. I couldn't even read my own letters. I had to write it again. Going bald. There we go. Nice and clear. Like, yeah, bitch, you're going bald because you was hating on somebody's hair, on the collective's hair. This came out yesterday. You was hating on the collective and how they have long, beautiful, blessed by God hair. And you know, now you're going to pay for that, Carmisha or Carmelo, whoever it is. You know, the dudes could get it too. Guys be hating. All right. Somebody was hating and they are going to lose their hair. They're going to be bald. Let's see. So yeah, forge the signature. calling shots or the hits from prison. All right, we saw somebody has a prison pen pal, so somebody could be calling shots. They're, you know, they're making decisions from prison, telling people what to do. All right, this could be this right here, the mob, the mafia, telling them, listen, take them out. All right, take them out. We don't care. We don't want to hear it. It says they, oh my God, y'all, look at this. All right, so they had sex with an animal before. Somebody had sex with an animal. All right, I wrote this card. I was talking about it on Instagram. I asked y'all if y'all wanted me to write this, and look, it came out. Because it came out that some guy, he was doing this. I want to understand what's the point. Like, do they really get off on that? Let's pull the tarot cards real quick and see. Maybe this person, maybe it's a ritual that they be doing, or it's like, is it really like, it's really hard out here, like they got to be having sex with animals and shit. Let's see. Y'all was telling me to write it, so somebody in the collective, y'all connected to somebody, because, you know, oh wow, we got a King of Swords reverse. Definitely this could be the Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, because look, we got Gemini right here. Okay, it could be for some of y'all. In the reverse, this is a narcissist, okay? This is a freaking toxic masculine. Wow, look, and he's a fool, all right? He was like, I'm going to go out into the mountain. Look at that. I'm going to go into the mountain. I'm going to go get me a donkey or something. That's what they be. I know I'm half Dominican and half Cuban, right? I know that there's a lot of them. I don't know about the Cubans. I haven't heard. Maybe they do. I don't know. In the Campo, in the mountains. But I know in DR, in the Dominican Republic, they be doing that. Guys be doing that. They be having SES with the donkeys. They be all in the mountains doing that shit in the campo. Like, that shit is real. All right, look, somebody could have a dog. That could be even the animal they was. Listen, this is disturbing. Can I see the intention behind this, just to understand? Even though we're never going to understand, but I just want to see what's going on in their brain, because I would never understand. So let's just see what's going on in their brain. King of Cups reverse, and then the King of Swords reverse. This could be a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This is also, again, like, it just shows us in the reverse that they are completely out of balance in every way, okay? Yo, you cannot make this up. Temperance. More confirmation they're out of balance. Look, this is being balanced. All right, balancing things out. They're completely, this is somebody, again, like I said, we're never going to understand this shit, okay? Because they're completely whacked out. Like, they're lost in the sauce, okay? Like, I don't know how else to say that. Oh, my God, they did this for money. 8 of Cups reverse. They couldn't walk away from getting some type of money. Let me see what's at the bottom here. Wow, the 10 of Swords. Okay, 10 of Swords, somebody who was hitting rock bottom. They felt like they needed to do something to get money, okay? Look how we have here. Let me see. Make sure y'all can see that. Manifestation, okay? This could be voodoo that they was doing, all right? Something about manifesting. That's not how you manifest at all. But an opportunity. All right, ambition, desire, diligence, okay, financial opportunity. They wanted money. They couldn't walk away from this offer. That is crazy. Listen, somebody was like, listen, let's do this ritual. That's the only thing I could think. Let's do it. Look, we got the 10 of Swords again. They were trying to get out. Look, recovery. Get out of hitting rock bottom. See that? It says recovery, regeneration, healing. See that? Resisting an inevitable end. All right, resisting an inevitable end. This end is going to happen no matter what. But all they did was delay it. That's what they do with this voodoo shit. Like, they're going to get their karma no matter what. But they could delay it all they want. But it's going to come to a point that there's not going to be no more games, no more delaying. God is going to be like, that's it. Like, that's it. It's time. Okay, and that's what's happening here. There's no more delaying this. They probably was, when they had SEX with that animal, they was able to, they did some type of ritual. That's what it's giving. A ritual. Was it like a ritual or something? Give me one confirmation with that. Because I'm seeing that it was like an opportunity to make money. So it's like, it has to be a ritual. They did that with the animal. Somebody told them, yeah, do that. You're going to get money if you do that. Yo, look, the star. Exactly. They did this to have a rejuvenation. All right. So I see this card when I do readings for, you know, personal readings. It comes out with the star, like they're trying to get a rejuvenation, you know, like they do a ritual to, like, basically, again, like what we saw again, get out of this rock bottom, you know, to help them recover. This is another card, confirmation of recovery. Look, to free them. So yes, confirmation spirit is saying this was a ritual to free them from something, okay, right here, to rejuvenate them, to get them out of the situation that they felt like they was trapped in. with this Eight of Swords. Yeah, look, they wasn't making no money. See, mischance, bad investment, lost opportunity. This was a ritual. They did something with a goat, or what's the other one they be doing, that donkeys, with donkeys or with goats? Something like that they did. That's disturbing. All right, somebody needs to know that. It was a ritual. They did that to get them out of a financial situation. And that is disturbing, okay? That's why people need to be celibate, okay? Going back to this celibate shit. We got to be careful, because look what people be doing, y'all. People be on some weird shit, all right? All right, so let's see. Holy Spirit, what names are significant? If you see your name here, it's letting you know there's a message here for you. If you see a karmic's name, it's letting you know that they are involved, okay? So we have Jesse, Darden, Powell, Portia, Chase, Sandoval, Frederick, Lavon, McNair, Parrish, okay. McNair, Parrish, Giuliani, Shane, Elena, Stacy, Lisa, Shira, McClare, Banks, Stamos, Parrish, Shane, Davidson, Gina, Meek, Sosa, Fox, Wakefield. Norma, Denise, Jesus, Sonia, Adam, Courtney, Mary, Yesenia, Brooke, Shannon, Carlos, Ross, Nasir, Nancy, Parker, Valentina, and Clark. Mariah, Bonnie, Leah, Moises or Moses, Fowler, Rosado, Ari, Tommy, Marlene, Ivory, Z, Lizeth, Delisa, Ursula, Jake, Patrice, Pete, Denidria, Kingston, Melendez, Shannon, Priscilla, and Darwin. All right, so those are the names that came out. Let's see. I'm going to pull one more message, and then we're going to close this out. Anything else, Holy Spirit? So listen, not everybody that does that with animals is they're doing that because they're doing a ritual. It's just this particular person that we're picking up on here. They did that. They went to a whole nother level to do a ritual for money. They had sex with a creature, with an animal. Okay, so yeah, some people are just sick in the head and they just be doing that shit. They really have like a sex demon attached to them or something like that, and that's why they do that. But this one in particular did this for money. All right, they could be doing this right now, or they did this on spring break. Somebody was doing something on spring break, and it says, oh, blank. Okay, that could be significant. All right, let's see. Yeah, their brain is blank. Like, these people are weird. It says here, your high school best friend is involved. And what else? Wow, somebody's having a tax evasion charge. This could be your high school best friend. All right, or these people, these karmics. Anything else, Spirit? The whole group is folding, okay? There was a group trying to come up against you. Somebody works in the fashion industry. This could be you or somebody involved. Somebody has a silver vehicle. This could be you or somebody involved. And now the whole group is folding, okay? Somebody has a gay or a lesbian sibling. This person was part of this whole campaign against you, part of this group of people, all right? Somebody could end up having a house fire, all right? That's their karma. They should have never fucked with you. Okay. So that's what I have here. Spiritual court is now adjourned. Peace.